In the dazzling corporate world of Mumbai, Raghav was a star on the rise. He was brilliant, ambitious, and on the fast track to success, with a new apartment and a future with his girlfriend Stuti, all planned out. But then, one phone call changed everything. His grandfather had died. This call wasn't just a summons for a funeral, it was a pullback to a life he'd left behind, a village filled with memories and ghosts of the past. Raghav's return forces him to confront a legacy of debt, shame, and an unfinished dream. It's a story about the clash between family legacy and personal ambition, modern innovation and village tradition, and the starkly different values of the city and the countryside. Raghav's journey back home is weighed down by a profound sense of guilt. He'd been so caught up in his corporate life, so busy with 16-hour workdays, that he'd stopped answering his grandfather's calls. Only later did he learn the heartbreaking truth. They weren't just social calls. His grandfather, struggling with modern farming, was reaching out for help, asking his city-educated grandson to teach me some technical things. The realization hit him like a physical blow. He had denied his grandfather the very skills that might have saved him. His return became a mission of atonement. He soon discovers his grandfather Sudarshan wasn't just a simple farmer. He was a visionary who dreamt of modern farming. He took a massive risk securing a 15 lakh loan to invest in modern machinery. But this dream quickly turned into a nightmare. The loan recovery agent Gurdari publicly shamed him for not making payments, an humiliation that contributed to his fatal heart attack. The villagers, resistant to change, had dismissed Sudarshan as a fool who had lost his way. This discovery leads Raghav to a life-altering decision. At first, he tries to clear the debt with his own money, but Gurdari mocks him, sneering at his grandfather's principle that the loan must be repaid from the land's own earnings. Is life a movie where you can just deliver dialogues? Gurdari taunts. In that gut-wrenching moment, Raghav tears up the check. He resolves to honor his grandfather's legacy, not just by repaying the debt, but by proving his vision was prophetic. This sets him on a collision course with everything he once knew. Raghav's journey throws the deep chasm between his two worlds into sharp relief. In Mumbai, his life was defined by corporate success, chasing promotions and material wealth. His key relationship was with Stuti, who had left her own high-paying job for their shared future and valued the comforts of city life. His world was fast-paced, demanding, and measured by immediate results. In the village, everything is different. His primary goal shifts to fulfilling a family legacy and healing a community. His support system becomes his grandmother Renuka, his local friends Mahu and Baiju, and a new ally, the agricultural officer Kratika. The challenges are no longer about hitting deadlines, but about facing a lack of infrastructure, overcoming deep-seated resistance to change, and grappling with the raw unpredictability of nature. The pace of life slows, syncing with the seasons and the earth, demanding patience and long-term investment. This fundamental clash of lifestyles becomes the battlefield for Raghav's mission. Raghav quickly realizes his biggest obstacle isn't the barren soil, but the village's ingrained skepticism. The village head, Sujan Singh, sees his efforts as dangerous folly. To succeed, Raghav has to systematically dismantle old ways of thinking with modern, evidence-based methods. His first step is soil analysis. An expert delivers a shocking diagnosis. Years of using urea have made the land unfit for traditional crops. The radical solution? Cultivate flowers. This scientific approach directly contradicts generations of farming wisdom. His friends are baffled, asking, "Will we eat flowers mixed with vegetables?" and dismissing it as false stories of government officers. Next, he seeks out a role model, Ajay, an engineer who left his corporate job to become a successful modern farmer. Ajay's story proves that modern education and agriculture can be a profitable combination, validating Raghav's path. But nature has its own plans. A devastating rainstorm destroys his entire crop, leaving him heartbroken. This is when Kratika, the agricultural officer, introduces him to a game-changing technology, the polyhouse. It's a controlled environment, shielding crops from weather and pests. It's a huge investment, but it's the ultimate shield against nature's unpredictability. Finally, after his first successful harvest, he faces one last hurdle. The local buyer offers a mere 50 rupees per kilogram, an insulting price that would render all his hard work meaningless. Drawing on his city skills, Raghav bypasses the exploitative local market and pitches his high-quality flowers directly to a large company in Mumbai, securing a contract at a fair price. He proves that a modern approach isn't just possible, it's profitable. Raghav's path to success was paved with failure and hardship. He was tested at every turn, forced to sacrifice almost every part of his old life. First, he lost his job. The village's poor network forced him to take a critical client meeting in a field. When some kids playing nearby accidentally broke his laptop screen, the call disconnected. His company fired him without notice, cutting off his only source of income. Then, he lost his relationship. Stuti couldn't understand his new purpose. His focus on the farm, his job loss, and the mounting debt were too much for her. She ended things. He also faced sabotage from his own community. The village head, Sujan Singh, deliberately had his cattle trample Raghav's first crop. His motive was simple: If small farmers like Raghav succeeded independently, who would be left to work like servants in his fields? And then came nature's fury. Just as his second crop was about to flourish, a torrential downpour washed away everything. As his world crumbled, Studi posted a picture from Mumbai, a coffee in her hand, with the hashtags #MumbaiRain and #MotherNature. The contrast couldn't have been more painful, perfectly capturing the unbridgeable gulf between his two realities. These relentless hardships stripped Raghav of everything he thought he was, forcing him to find a new, deeper source of strength. In the end, Raghav's perseverance reaps a harvest far greater than he ever imagined. By securing the Mumbai contract, he provides undeniable proof that modern farming is a path to prosperity. This victory isn't just his. It becomes a catalyst for the entire village. He unites the once skeptical farmers, forming a cooperative named Apni Miti, our soil giving them collective bargaining power and direct access to a profitable market. He fulfills his grandfather's deepest wish, to see his community thrive. He repays the 15 lakh loan with money earned from the land, finally restoring his grandfather's honor. In a powerful final act, he shows his grandmother a large billboard promoting their new company. It features a proud picture of his grandfather forever replacing the bank's poster of shame with a billboard of honor. Raghav's story teaches us that true success isn't about abandoning our roots for a glittering future. It's about having the courage to blend the wisdom of the past with the tools of the future, and the resilience to see that vision through, no matter the cost. Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content that inspires. We'll see you in the next video.